Morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. Of course, this is the Health and Wellness Pod, and this is Dr. 𝗬𝗢𝗦𝗣𝗠𝗡. Testimonial Tuesday is here. We've taken so much time before we did the Testimonial Tuesday. Normally, this is a show that we used to do every Tuesday, but again, we can't be having testimonies every single time. It almost looks like we are marketing something, right? So we decided we will be doing this once in a month. Apparently we did not, or unfortunately we did not do it last month, but again we stay present. Tonight we are running Testimonial Tuesdays on Health and Wellness Pod platforms. Now remember, this is an open conversation where you bring on your testimony to inspire people. If you're on YouTube, kindly confirm, because we don't want the issues that happened yesterday. Very interesting live yesterday. If you missed it, you can actually refer back to our YouTube channel. But of course, issues with the internet and all that were problematic, but I'm glad that we managed to roll that show to the end. So thank you so much for taking time also to be here on Tuesday for these Testimonial Tuesdays. This is a show that is intended to inspire you. We have been inspired. We inspire people. They inspire other people through their testimonies. That is the baseline of this. And because we are a team, we request that you can actually have a direct conversation with us. Request to be a guest on TikTok so that we can actually bring you in and share your testimony. Now, reserve as many questions as possible, because we don't want to have questions every single time on this one. No, we want you to share your testimony, because this one is designed specifically for inspiring people and for you sharing your testimony with the world. So thank you so much. If you're on YouTube and my sound is clear, kindly give me a thumbs up so that we start this on a higher note. And as you join in, tell us where you're joining us from so that I can actually say hi to people from your area code and they feel appreciated and part of the show. So once again, thank you so much for taking time to be here. It's an amazing feeling to always have you as my audience. And of course, you know very well, all I do is to deliver. That is my job. Nothing else but delivering. All right? So if you're on TikTok, tell us where you're joining us from. And if you're on YouTube, remember to wave if my sound is clear so that we proceed. However, if you're also on TikTok, start requesting as early as possible, because we want to finish this earlier and we go and rest, because tomorrow is midweek. It is Wednesday, and of course all of you know what we do on Wednesdays. We wake up early to have our morning workout so that we continue with the week on highest notes. And now on Tuesday next week we shall be in Nairobi for physical consultations. Those of you who have followed me for long, they always understand that the last week of the month and the first week of the month, we are always pitching camp in Nairobi so that we can actually get to you on a personal level for the physical consultations. So we'd appreciate if you start booking those consultations. I'm glad that most people are actually booking in. That's amazing. And of course, we never disappoint. So we can't wait to see you in Nairobi for those physical consultations. And we hope that out of that, you can actually get your goals achieved. All right? It's a conversation corner. It's not a consultation room. No. Come in with the mindset of conversations so that you can actually get to learn more from us as we learn more from you. All right? Right. So let me say hi to individuals here. Let me say hi to individuals who are coming in. What's wrong with my throat now? I can see Sophia Gabriel. I see you, Sophia. How are you? I see Mudoni Kariuki. I also see Kariuki Nagi. Jay Opande is in the building. Jen Mwemdo is in the building. Safi, amazing. Job Boge. Sarah Vuma. Ramadan Inganga. I appreciate you, brother. I also see Chito Sakala is in the building. Fred, I see you. I see McKenna K. Welcome, McKenna. Tim Kekeli, I see you in the building. I see Mr. Thinker. Amazing. I also see Adjoa Tina. A lot of people are quick to complain. Neuro Reborn. How are you, brother? Is it brother or sister? Neuro Reborn. And don't forget, after this show, we have another amazing show lined up for Friday, if God gives us the grace to reach on Friday. Remember, in my channels, we always stay present. But if Friday, we will be having live. We will come here at 8:30, but we will do it on a different platform. It's called Uncle Chile on YouTube. The Uncle Chile platform rolls lives on Fridays. And these lives are intended to actually help you fix your identity and yeah, see light in a different angle. You start thinking that you are in a world of your own. Of course you are. And other people start thinking that, you know what, this one is in a cult. This one has no emotions anymore. He's not human. Imagine another feelings. Eh? So welcome on board. Come, let's fix you as you fix yourself also. Because our role is to show you the light. Your role is to fix yourself. Ward Abeno just arrived in the building. Thank you so much. 𝗓𝗓𝗦𝗣𝗜𝗥, I also see you. I see James Blessed. Welcome all. I see Khabiria. Khabiria. Is it Khabiria or Khabiria? You know where I come from? Ha. So if you put KH, we are like ha. Right? Welcome on board. So it's Testimonial Tuesday. Now, if you have any testimony, you can bring it on board. Or you can put it as a text. I'll read it. People are on YouTube and don't want to rush to TikTok and request to be a guest. You can simply put your testimony here and I'll read it and then I'll interpret it to people because that's my role here. Upper Story Cerebrum. Hey, Hitman. Listen to that name. Upper Story Cerebrum. In brackets, Hitman. Amazing. Yeah? Hey, what a name. Engineer BG Mwangi, inspired. Amazing. Engineer, welcome on board, brother. I see Buchichi 254, straight from Turkana. Ndokufika, sema amazing one more time. Amazing, my brother, amazing. Yvonne is in the building. Mukire. Ay, okay. Good evening, Doc. Joy B, good evening. Jim is in the building. I see you. I see Kate Nduta. Nice to have you, Kate. 𝗓𝗓𝗦𝗣𝗥, I also see you. I see Kikibluna. Hey, what a name. So remember to like the live so that other people can actually join in. There are a lot of people who always give me calls asking me, you know what, when are you rolling Testimonial Tuesdays? We'd like to actually give a testimony on your platform. And I tell them, you know what, one day we will. One day, I have postponed this for quite some time. And I think they gave us, I would daktari ni kama aliacha hiyo story. No, I did not. It's just that I don't want to sound like a marketing staff, all right? So yeah, we are here with good intentions. And we hope that those good intentions are also for the benefit of our clients. So if you've gone through my platform on YouTube specifically, you realize, Son, good evening, how are you? You realize there's no condition I've not tackled. Like if there is, very minimal, very limited percentage, all right? And that limited percentage is those conditions that are orphan conditions. They are orphans. So they're not conditions that I really need to talk about on a live. No, they don't make sense. Very minimal. Davito, I see you. I see Wodabeno. That spot to be on this Chitty Tuesday. The spot to be on this Chitty Tuesday. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. The only spot to be on this Chilly Tuesday is health and wellness spot. Sit back and enjoy the testimonies. So I was saying this. I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, what was I saying? Let me see those who are actually awake. Hii ndio shida ya kufikiria vitu mingi. I've told you multiple times, I almost sound like the opposite of a stammerer. So when I'm putting up a point, there's so much coming into my head. I'm like, so which one? Which one do we choose? Which one do we choose? All right. So yeah, let me take you to another story. Now listen. When I was starting these platforms, I did not have you people in mind as such. No. What I had in mind is I just wanted to, one day when I age, I come back and sit down and watch at these stupid videos, very bad quality videos, and just say, oh, you know what, I really had some information because I was so blessed. And I think this is some borrowing from my father. I'm so blessed with the ability of making something look easy and interesting for you to actually consume. My father is an archbishop, okay? So I didn't like reading the Bible. I didn't want to. All of you can relate to that story. So I didn't want to read the Bible. I was just thinking, if God really wanted me to know the Bible, he would have actually put it in my head so that I can actually not strain reading this book. I mean, so that was the teenager in me shouting. And then my dad did not push us to go to church. No. He also did not, my mother who was so concerned about us going to Sunday schools and all that. But my dad was the reserved one, okay? So now, He would wait until you're home, and after having supper, those days we would eat together on a table. We eat, and then stories start on that table. Things that are very rare in the modern society. You people are always on phones. Somebody's eating here and on phone. The other one is there on TikTok. The other one is there on Instagram, just crying because other people are doing better than him or her. Children are depressed. They're just waiting for the night to take antidepressants. Aye. You were saying you have talked about everything in your videos on YouTube. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. This one was a student who was listening. So I'll come back to that. So when I was starting this, I wasn't starting it with the intention of you guys getting better or getting this information. No. I didn't even start it with the intention of fighting anybody or getting to rub shoulders, because if you know me on a personal level, I'm very private in terms of my life. I'm that guy who is even shy on cameras. Like, you want to take me a picture, I'm wondering, should I? Should I? Or should I? Or should I? You know, I'm like, hey, I'm tired. Before you take that photo, I'm crazy already. I'm pitch. So, I was starting this with the intention of just coming here later on in life and just check those videos out and feel I did something. Because ideally, I would break down stories, medical stories, in a language that is easy to understand. And the guys that I was breaking down these stories to were either my fellow interns or just friends who are in the medical field. And then basically the biochemistry part, right? I was so good at it. And I don't know how, but yeah, I was so good at it. So I would break it down in a language that is very easy to understand. And then these guys are like, hii tulifunzwa wapi? Daktari, hii tulifunzwa wapi? Unajua, sometimes you're saying things that I'm wondering, hii tulifunzwa na nani? Who taught us this? Right? So then I realized this could be a gift in me, and that was actually basically inherited from my dad. So I was telling him my dad will wait until that dinner table, we are now good, and now he starts telling us these stories of the Bible. He starts telling us how the behavior of Simon Peter. Hey. And then it was so interesting until you want to read that Bible verse. You ask me, so which verse is this? I want to go and read. It tells you, no, don't go and read the verse. You go and read this chapter, the whole chapter and the whole book. In terms of, let's say if it's like First John, go and read First John. You'll understand it better because you'll have a background instead of just waiting to go and pick. Yeah. So now you go and read that book and it's like, amazing. It's so interesting. All right. So he puts it in very, very interesting ways. So he made me actually find the zeal to start reading the Bible and all these spiritual books. I never used to like books. Leave alone the Bible. Just reading books. Yeah. I'm the guy who would sit there, listen to you, and then interpret what you're saying in my own words, and I'm gone. But reading books. A friend of mine in high school called Majesu. George Majesu is the one who actually helped me to understand most of these, what do we call them? Were they set books? This guy will read one set book 5 times in a week. I'm like, how do you manage to do that? I'm struggling to read a page. There was a book written by 𝗓𝗓𝗦𝗣𝗓𝗏. Is it my life as a criminal or my life in crime? You guys who have read that book, you can tell us. Which book was that? I can't remember well, but I know there's something about my life as a crime or as a criminal or my life in crime. Something of the sort. My life in crime. You see, Saula, thank you. So, that book, I can remember page 16 and page 18, when he was coming out of prison and he met this chick, and so he was describing the art of the sexual experience with this chick. Hey, I read that part. Hey, I think every 2 hours in the library I was reading that part. I go to the library, I take if somebody has taken that book, I'm so angry. I mean, why am I here in the library? I want to read how 𝗓𝗓𝗦𝗣𝗓𝗏 made love. Every time. There was no question that came from 𝗓𝗓𝗦𝗍𝗓 making love. All questions were different. So whatever I did not read is what came into the books, into the paper. I'm like, these things, man. The whole set book should be centered at this portion. So I've lived the life that you actually eat right now. Only that mine came that time. So, so my dad made me start to read this book, have the confidence to read these books and all that. And it was amazing, right? And then from there, now I decided when I was working at KNH and I was living in Thika, that's when I first put in work to read the Bible entirely to understand what it's actually about. Because that time I was commuting with, by road, and when you get into that matatu from Thika, hey Chania, shout out to Chania travelers. When you get into those matatus, everybody sleeps. Unfortunately, people just sleep after paying fare. The van leaves the stage, everybody's sleeping. Now me, I'm busy reading the Bible. I'm like, oh, okay, these guys who are sleeping, are they going to hell? Am I the only one who is going to go to heaven? Because, hey, I've read this Bible. So I think that was the first time. The fiction was the olden days calm of mind. Yes, it looks so nice. These guys put it in very good poetry, and it's like it's you who is involved in that act. You're like, hey, watch a halftime ifike. Let me just wait for halftime. When halftime is here, those village girlfriends will know. They will know I am the committee, the John Kariamiti from the prison. I will exercise this page 16 on them. I'm like, well, kijana. So anyway, so on my YouTube platform, Health and Wellness Sport, I have put every single video about medical conditions, chronic conditions, how to fix the gut, where basically 98% of conditions hail from, the messed up gut. So I've put up videos that are total baselines of what you need to get better. Your only role is to take a notebook and go sit on one of my lives. And then ignore the stories that I make about fun. Ignore those stories. Just settle there, listen to the live. If you can remember those jokes, well done, because they'll help you remember the concept of the videos. So I've tried as much as I can to break it in a simple language. And I know most of you are now doctors. Most of you are now doctors. Most of you are running weight loss programs. Most of you are running consultation programs. Most of you are teaching people without even being paid. Most of you are changing your family members to become, to lead the healthy lives courtesy of our platforms. And it's just amazing, It's just amazing to see you people doing that. All right, but don't be that person who exploits people. Don't exploit people for information that you got for free. Don't be that person, because you'll receive a lot of whips. All right, encourage them to actually read on their own, become independent on their own. Encourage them to lead a healthy life, but don't push it into their heads. Don't force them, because most people are sugar addicts, and if you dare try to tell them no, to stop eating sugar, diabetes will remind you how doctors say you have to take sugar to maintain your blood sugars, because your blood sugars can actually go down. The food addicts, the ugali addicts will tell you, you know what, we've been eating ugali for 30 and 50 years. My great-grandfather was eating ugali and he died at 98. So why would you tell me not to eat ugali? I'm just like, but what? You don't even resemble your great-grandfather. He was leaner than you, you're obese. He never used to drink this alcohol that you're drinking, you're there. He used to eat 1 meal a day and work in the farms. You're constantly eating 7 meals a day and you're bragging about you and the genes. That gentleman in that grave is tossing. His spirits is actually running away from you because you are totally the opposite of him. All right? Amazing. So Testimonial Tuesday is all about testimonies. All about testimonies. Good. I've seen Farhana Khan from South Africa is in the building. I've seen Nairobi Chick. That's Nairobi Chick. Watching from Netherlands. Hey, Nairobi Chick from Netherlands. Okay. You should have actually said South Africa. Apartheid and the Netherlands. Apartheid and the Afrikaans. Says K. Welcome on board, sis. I also see Grace Njoroge. My life with a criminal. You see? So I had an idea. There was somewhere. My life in crime or my life with a criminal. John Kariamiti. You guys were reading complex things. Me, I'm like, I don't want to complicate English. I mean, if we pass, we pass. If we die, we die. I mean, we can't just be here complicating things. And now they're asking me to explain the context. I'm like, context? So what is context? What happened before and after? I'm like, I know what was happening in the present. So at least the idea of staying present, I started it back in high school. I have to stay present with John Kariamiti in the act. All right? After the act, me and English, I'm going for PE. Chito Sakala, thank God for a gift that was passed on to you. Your way of disseminating information is appreciated. Very simplified and easy to understand. Sometimes I even feel like a doctor myself. Don't even feel. You are a doctor. Just be. Don't wait for the government to give you that title. You see, for me, I was lucky. The government gave me the title. I was lucky to be licensed. So I can say things under the license. But for you, you are a doctor. The moment you know how to reverse chronic conditions. I was actually reading a quote today that a doctor is a person who heals your ills. Heals your ills by giving you pills and then charging you bills. Aye. Who am I again? You are a person who heals people's ills by giving them pills and then you charge them bills. I'm like, So health is not a service anymore. It's now an industry that everything we say you have to charge. You come in. We understand that hospitals have to pay bills. We understand that. But let me tell you, hospitals are not even the biggest problem, because hospitals, at least they operate under guidelines and all that. And they have people who have some common sense. Okay? But look at chemists. Oh, people in Isli can relate to this. There's a chemist every next door. Look at chemists, what they do. You think I can open a chemist or a pharmacy and I'm seated there, I need to pay electricity, I need to buy stock, I need to make sure that there's turnover, I need to pay staff, I need to pay the licenses, and you think you can come to me and ask for diazepam, a drug that is highly controlled by the law, that I cannot give without a prescription, and you think I'll not give it to you? You think I can do that? And you think Pharmacy and Poisons Board is going to actually come in through? By the way, I was just checking something here, and we've talked about Ozempic before, right? And it's amazing how Ozempic just came out. A story of Ozempic came out now. So we've talked about Ozempic before multiple times on my shows, and I've actually put out a video about Ozempic, but you still have questions. People asking me about Ozempic. And I told you Ozempic is semaglutide. That's a drug for diabetes. Well done. A very good drug for diabetes management, not treatment. A very good drug to just help you mask the symptoms of diabetes, Ozempic. And one day, this revelation shall come true. So I told you, Ozempic is not a drug for weight loss. Please, do not use it for weight loss. There are a lot of side effects that will actually go beyond that weight loss. You guys are like, doc, we've seen influencers doing it and all that. I was like, okay, all right. If influencers are doing it so you can do it, amazing. You go ahead and do it. But I put out a video about Ozempic, and I told you the side effects of Ozempic. And I put out a video about drugs for diabetes, classified them, and told you every issue that comes with every class of drugs for diabetes. All right? And it was amazing. You guys participated. It was just interesting. And we had more revelations on that live. Now, this week, before we even breathe, this week, problems have come in with Ozempic. Ozempic has made billions of dollars for sales being used by these bariatric surgeons and plastic surgeons, being used to actually help people lose weight, being injected in all our influencers who never lose weight. They have to go and then tuck the tummies, they have to go and again do lipos and all that. So you've seen it. Now, this week, something just came up. There's a lawsuit, multiple lawsuits against the company that makes Ozempic. That this Ozempic is coming in with side effects, just the same way COVID vaccines came in with side effects. So there's a lot of lawsuits that are actually targeting that company, and in relationship to this Ozempic being used or being approved by FDA, is it FDA? I think so, and the drugs regulation boards for weight loss. Now people are like, Ozempic is crazy. Okay, so these are the side effects. Those who used it now are asking, how do we reverse the side effects of Ozempic? I mean, but the ego was there. So now how can we help you reverse something that is already in your system? All right? But again, if you want to reverse that, you have to go through the same procedures. The same things that we preach here. So now Ozempic has all this, the company has all these problems. Now, before even that happens, our very own esteemed Pharmacy and Poisons Board, our very own Pharmacy and Poisons Board, said nothing about Ozempic. They never said anything about Ozempic. Right? It was okay that Ozempic can be used for weight loss. It was okay. Because they never said anything. They never said they've approved it. They never said they've disapproved it. No, nobody said a word. Now, because there are now lawsuits coming out, now today Pharmacy and Poisons Board puts out a notice saying, you know what, you people, we are not saying you stop using Ozempic. No, we are saying Ozempic should be reserved for what? For diabetes. Check. And then they are saying, please do not abuse it. Okay? So yes, you can use it, but do not abuse it. Tell me who has abused Ozempic so far. Have they not just used it under instructions of their doctors? Right? So now it's coming out and saying, you know what, now we care about you guys. We want to tell you, please, Do not abuse this Ozempic. Leave it for diabetes. We have said it's for diabetes. Let it be for diabetes. Where are they all the time? Is it not the same scam that happens with Kenya Bureau of Standards? They come in today and they tell you know what? This cooking oil is okay. Sugar that comes in, they are so silent about sugar that is coming in. They say nothing. And then when now it's tested, and then there's a problem. It has mercury. It has issues. It has kidney problems. Now they come and say, oh, you know what? We have taken this batch out of the market. Please, if you see this batch of diclofenac, if you see this batch of sugar and rice, withdraw it. It's actually called out. It's now, they recall it. We have recalled it from the markets. So now they take it back. And the batch that is circulating all over the country has circulated for like 4 or 5 months. Now they're saying this specific batch is the problem. It has to be recalled back. Now they're everywhere collecting these batches when people have used it already. And now they say, you know what? This one has to be used with cautions. Do not stop using it, but use it with cautions. Same things that happened to KEBS. This oil had problems. And now, you know what? After 3 days, the oil is safe for consumption. Aye. This sugar was problematic. After 1 month, sugar is still in the markets. Aye. So business went wrong somewhere. Somebody did not work with the khaki basha to your office. I tell you, people who do bariatric surgeries, leave alone Ozempic, people who do bariatric surgeries for weight loss, how many of them are suffering out here in silence? Your influencer will never come out and tell you they are suffering because misery loves company. If she comes out and says she's suffering, she might be taken out because she will be demarketing that company. So she's afraid. She actually signed a contract anyway, that if anything goes wrong, you will not say a word. But we assure you, nothing will go wrong because we have a team of experts. These are things that have been studied. They have all the evidence is here. Don't worry. We inject you kidogo kidogo, you'll be better. You're injected, you lose weight, about 8 kgs in 1 month or so. And then from there, problems start. And then you don't come to tell us about the problems. No, you will still come back and tell us, oh, you know, guys, this is how I started my journey. That's how you started your journey. And how is it going so far? Please, you can lose weight naturally. We've done this multiple times, and I hope those people who have gone through my weight loss program can actually come and share their stories. We've done it multiple times. You can reverse hypertension. You can reverse diabetes naturally. Diet conditions require diet modifications. You cannot use medications to treat dietary problems. You can't. You cannot use any surgery to treat dietary problems. How many of you have removed those fibroids and they've still come back? And the doctor makes you sign a consent form when you're going for that surgery. And that consent form is not for you. That consent form is to protect the doctor. That if anything goes wrong, you know what? She allowed me to do that. So it's okay. They have to protect themselves anyway. But if at all you thought that consent form is for you, it's not. Change that mindset. That consent form is to protect the doctor if anything goes wrong. All right? Yeah. How about you? How about you? Meanwhile, here in Dubai, I have colleagues going for Ozempic injections every 2 weeks. Yes, they are everywhere. They are everywhere. As if Ozempic is coming to change their habits with the kitchen, their food relationship. Their relationship with food is going to change by injecting Ozempic. How? How is sucking all that fat from your tummy going to change your relationship with food? How is it going to change your addictions to food? How is it going to reset your dopamine receptors in the brain? How is it going to reset your taste buds? How? Will they now cut off your tongue so that you don't have taste buds? Will they now remove the part of the brain that controls dopamine, the pleasure centers? Will they? No way, no way. Ignore these noises, my friend. Red flags ilianza na kupeanwa na spas. Like, how is medication prescribed by a beautician? Do you know these beauticians? In my days, I met a lady from the college called Jordan College. Jordan. You guys know Jordan College? I had taken some tuitions of my favorite Jack Daniels. And I was like, oh, I look, I'm like, Mama, how are you, Mama? Are you okay? Do you do whiskey or are you Kingfisher type? What do you do? Those days I still ask those questions. What do you do? She's like, I'm a student. What do you study for? At the cosmetology. Even in my drunkenness, I couldn't relate. What Hey. So, do you make like cosmetics or what do you mean? Cosmetology, what is that? It's all about beauty. I'm a beautician. I'm like, now beauticians can actually inject people with ozempic. Cosmetology. Some of the reasons why I said Jack Daniels, I am happy that you've served me faithfully. Please, now allow me to serve other people with the same intensity that you've served me. Because if you are making me to meet cosmetologists, hey, kidogo unajua watu wa Jordan wamegraduate last week, utachapwa viboko wewe. Oh, so we have a new batch of cosmetologists. A new batch of cosmetologists are here. Oh, ladies, now it's time for you to actually have that thin skin that you want, that light skin that you've always dreamt of. Please, we release you. You want that body, ile chupa ya soda, bambucha. You know the bambucha, the figure 8? That's what you want. You want somebody to just take a chisel and chop off your hips and then smoothen them with some sandpaper. It's time now. We have a new batch. XYZ 354 2025 is out. New in the market. Cosmetology. Wacheni maneno yenu nyinyi. How about us who read the burdens and how Nyakake was urinating in bed? I sound like a fossil already. Well, sometimes in medical classes, don't be too serious. Don't be too serious. You know, you guys have made medicine look like it's so serious. We can't even laugh. Your doctor is always so serious with the tie, you know. Now you're expecting a doctor to sit here with a suit and a tie. I'm choking in a tie, but I can't. You know, I was told to put on a tie every time I'm talking to my patients. You guys are not my patients. No, you're not. So now you expect me to put on a tie? I'm choking like crazy. I can't even swallow some saliva. Putting on a tie and with a stethoscope around my neck. So now you treat me like a doctor. And I'm always serious. And with that spectacle, ile miwani yenye kona kamba. You know that one with the I'm looking at you from I'm like, Kama sukari, si ndio? Hiyo yako ni sukari, unakula mchere sana, sio? Hii ni mchere, kula mchere ya brown. Daktari, we are in your office. Tuko hapo. So yeah, don't be too serious with this. If you want it to sink into people's heads, make it fun, make it interesting. Because again, you don't want to reserve all this information so that you exploit people. You see, with that serious face, is to make sure you don't ask me any question. Your doctor is putting on a serious face to defend himself from having nothing in the kyongs. In the kyongs, zero. So he's putting on that serious face so that you can actually respect him for how he's actually dressed up. It's okay, you can trust a doctor because of how he dresses up, right? But now, do we trust you because of how you're dressed or what you have in the mind, in the head? Should we trust you because of how you're dressing up, or should we trust you because of what you're dispensing from the mouth, coming from the brain? Did you go through a medical school to just come out and put on a suit? Or did you go in so get information, come and change people's lives and ease pain and suffering from their lives? So beyond that dress up, beyond those scrubs, beyond that lab coat, beyond that stethoscope on the neck, there's this depressed people. Behind that is a depressed individual. Is an individual who is always struggling to make ends meet because he has that title doctor and he has actually put it on his door. Dr. Fulani, Lewis, MBCHB, MCPQ, Canada, KBC, South Africa, University of Pretoria. So now when you read those titles, already you can't ask a question. You're like, this is a mini God. Whatever he says, I do. If he says, let's go left, I can't even ask, why are we going left and not right? I will go. If he says, drink 1 bucket of water in the morning and 2 in the evening, oh, faithfully, I ask, what should I do 3 during the midday so that I can recover earlier? He's like, 3, no, just do 2 then. 2. We agree? Higher. Pass by the pharmacy and take your bucket. There's a the bucket that is in your home is not fit for you. No, go and take the bucket from the pharmacy and use that bucket for this purpose until you get better. Then you come back and then he's even forgotten you. He's writing another bucket. Go and pick another new bucket. You're like, but I had the other one. You have another bucket. Yeah. Oh, no problem. But just take another one. Make them 2. It's easier that way, right? So every month you're taking buckets from the pharmacy. And now you have that pill box. There's now that pill, the one that is called a pill arranger or something. You people know, those who have it. What is the name of that thing that arranges pills? Now, because, you know, they actually make you believe you're diabetic. You are diabetic. You cannot do this because you are diabetic. Now you become a slave. Okay? You are hypertensive. There are things you can't do. Imagine if you take salt and you are hypertensive. Now you're panicking. So there's this thing they've give you now. You know, we have this a new one. And they are selling it to you. And they are given for free by pharmaceutical companies in form of marketing. The midwives are giving them these things. You know, this way for our patients. Now they sell it to you. Now you go and take that thing because you have diabetes diagnosis. You have hypertension. You have a fatty liver. You have fibroids. You lose memory. And now, and you have high cholesterol, as they put it. Now you have a pill arranger or a pill plan. I don't know what the name is. Now you put pills everywhere. And it reminds you, you know, these are pills for evening, these are pills for the morning. Now you're carrying it everywhere. In your car, you have a pill arranger. In your office, you're carrying it everywhere like, You have ulcers, yes. Now there's a portion for ulcer drugs. There's also a portion for multivitamin supplements. So you carry that pouch everywhere. It looks like it's a swag. You know, hey, this new in town. I'm the guy with diabetes. You know, I have this pill for my diabetes. And I pop 2 pills. And then sugars go down. Now you're busy taking sweets. Possibly that pill range also has a portion for sweets. Now you can just take a sweet here. I'm like, what is your problem? What is this? So sometimes you bring it on my table and I'm like, hey. This is what your parents are going through. In the name of SHA. Yeah. And the civil servant insurance. Britam insurance. You've taken the healthiest insurance cover. International cover for health. You have a pill pack plus sweets or a snack. So you carry that everywhere. In aeroplanes, you're there, seated there with your pill pack. You would rather forget the phone, but not this pill pack. Hey, pill organizer, amazing. Thank you, 𝗜𝗡𝗦𝗣𝗜𝗥. Pill organizer, you're organizing your pills. Imagine that name, pill organizer. So organize your pills because you don't have the discipline to eat clean. You must be organized. So we have you a pill organizer. You is having a pill organizer. Go organize your pills. Oh, what a slavery. What a slavery. And now, most of you have some money, some few chums. You can hire a private nurse to actually be the one loading this pill organizer. The nurse has to be very accurate because if she doesn't do that, she's fired. And you hire this elderly nurse who understand, who are actually going through the same condition. You can even buy 2 pill organizers, one for you and one for the nurse, so that she doesn't forget when she's loading hers, she loads yours too. Now you have this nurse there loading these 2 pills in. Hey nurse, then you call us my doctor. You know, this is my doctor. So you've actually personalized us. My doctor says this. My doctor says this. When you say my doctor says this, you've locked out any opinion from any other doctor. Even if it makes sense, you don't want to listen. It's just my doctor. My doctor is always right. You is wrong. No, my doctor is right. You is very wrong. If it doesn't come from my doctor, no, you are. Hey, my doctor says I should close ears to everything out here. These are my private parts, private parts, private parts. Only for my doctor. Until we learn, ladies and gentlemen, we can roll this conversation here over and over. You can actually not bring in your testimony. I'll still tell you stories. All right? I can speak for 3 hours, non-stop. But the good thing is, everything I say, you can relate. Everything I say, you can relate. You are in your head, you know very well, you can relate. I don't just say things from the air. No, I work in hospitals, I know. I do. I've been there, I've been a client. I know. You're trying to lose weight and your nutrition is telling you, you look bad nowadays. So how will people say? If you lose too much weight, again, it's a bad thing. You're going to lose muscle mass. Now I'm seeing every gym trainer telling people that, this thing that you're calling intermittent fasting, this thing that you're calling prolonged fast, you're fasting and chasing autophagy. This thing that you are calling autophagy, you're fasting. How are you going to build muscles when you're fasting? You've heard that thing. Kenyan influencers in terms of gyms and all that. This is the most craziest idea you people are putting out here. Now you're telling people, you know what? There is no way you can fast and build muscles. When the same people, no, I wouldn't even say they understand, because they don't. When you're fasting, that's when you have the highest growth hormone. Men, when you're fasting, that's when your testosterone shoots up. That's when you're destroying all the dead tissues, turning them all into energy. So your body is actually cleaning up and having all this energy. And this idea of eating to actually have muscles is an idea for bodybuilders. We are not bodybuilders. We don't want to be bodybuilders. We want to be lean and fit. We want to be healthy. We don't want to be bodybuilders. Ladies and gentlemen, unless you want to be a bodybuilder, this is not a channel for you. Go and find another bodybuilder who will teach you how to be a bodybuilder. Me, I teach people on how to be lean and how to be fit. So now you're being told, when you grow muscles, you lose fat. Very true. Very true. And now they want to defend that by saying, for you to grow muscles, you must eat to grow muscles. So you must eat heavy and then train hard. Hey, Mr. Gym Influencer, Mr. Bodybuilder. And you must... I even saw a lady who comes on in live in a car saying, this thing that you're chasing autophagy is not going to help you. How can you chase autophagy if you want to grow muscles? Now, I'm asking that lady, what lady wants to grow muscles like a man? Which lady? Unless they want to be a bodybuilder. Which lady wants to grow muscles like a man? So now you're telling us we eat 8 meals a day and go and work out so that we can actually grow muscles and burn fat. So we feed fat and then go and burn fat. But the gym cannot outdo healthy diets. You cannot drink soda and then go and lift weights and say, I'm banning this soda from the system. You cannot eat all the junk food and go to the gym just in case because you want to build muscles. It doesn't make sense. So you should see them, how they advocate these things with energy. I'm just looking at them, I'm like, where? Possibly that's the difference between somebody who actually has common sense and somebody who is just relying on the internet to make money. It's crazy out here. But I'm glad that we are actually seeing the bigger picture. Now listen, you don't have to be a certified doctor to understand health. You don't. So this war that is actually coming in, doctors and herbalists, doctors and nutritionists, doctors and advocates of health, this is crazy noise. And doctors, please grow up. Drop the ego. Let's all of us can understand health. Just because you went into a medical school does not make you any special. Your grandfather understood herbs without even going into a medical school. It doesn't make you so special. No, you are a professional, so perform that. You're not any special. Right? Yeah, we're not any special. So it's so annoying when I see all these ego wars all over. People fighting for no good reason. We are fighting at the expense of a patient. You can see, even in ward rounds, you will see pharmacists trying to exercise their muscles over medical officers and clinical officers and nurses and whatever it is, lab technicians. And in those ward rounds, nutritionists are standing in the back seats, the back row. When you look at the files, you ask, where is the nutritionist who wrote this? She's even absent. Yeah, she's not there, but she wrote it. Packet milk. Oh, drop the solid oils, use the liquid oils. I'm like, what is the difference? What is the difference? In the morning, 2 slices of brown bread. You can use honey instead of Blue Band. So honey is better than Blue Band. Nutritionists. Why is it also that 70% of nutritionists are obese? Why? So those diets cannot help them, but they can help you. Conventional nutritionists can actually guide you to becoming lean when they are obese. So this nutrition does not apply to them. This is the ego that comes with us also, medical practitioners. We are there just saying, you know what, I know what to do. And I told you the story about that MO in KNH. Goes and eats chapatis, and then the lady who is selling chapos there comes in and tells me, so ask this doctor, why do you eat chapatis and you tell us not to eat chapatis? Doctor is like, but I'm not sick. Me, I'm not sick. It's you who is sick. I mean, you is the diabetes. You is diabetes. Me is not. So why would me eat chapati not? You eat it. No, me eat it, you know. The Indian doctor. Shaking the heads. Because they've come from India or from Cuba. Now they are special Cubans. They are special doctors from Cuba. They will bring health from Cuba to you. But they will still maintain the same kitchen that caused you those health problems. But because they are coming from Cuba, they can eat chapatis, but you cannot eat it. Because for them, they don't have any condition. It's you who is suffering. And yet the same doctor is busy just blowing his nose every time. Blowing his nose. This is thing that they do, it's so irritating. And then they rub their tongue on top of the, you know that thing, Like, Daktari, what is that? Your doctor, you walk out, he pulls the drawer and takes anti-diabetic medication. And then you come in and he's telling you, you know what, diabetes is irreversible. Of course it is, because you have a pill in your cabinet, Daktari. Then he tells you, you need to lose that weight. You know, it's all about the weight and genetics. You need to lose that weight. But Daktari, how do I lose weight? But how will Daktari tell you how to lose weight when the doctor is obese already? His tummy is actually on the table. He's carrying his tummy on his laps as he's telling you need to lose weight. He's waiting for you to leave the office so that he can actually, at 2 o'clock, he can actually take some a sip on your. Doc, you guys, how you trust us is crazy. Doc, you know Doc. I'm like, Doc, me, I don't want to be called Doc. Please, if you're calling me Doc, give me some chums. That title alone. I walk into a funeral, everybody expects me to give out like a doc. Right? I get into a mchango, a harambe, everybody wants me to give out as a doc. Everybody's looking, where does Doc live? Which car does he drive? I'm like, wait. Ngoja. Find me walking on barefoot on those mountains, please allow me. So this small ego that is coming in because we're just known, because we have a title doc, is crazy. It's the same pressure that is on the internet. Now every doc wants to be famous, wants to be known for changing people's lives. You want to be known. Trust me, the pressure that comes with being known. It's very good to be known. But the pressure that comes with being known, some of us can't handle it. But if you can't handle it, it means it's not a job for you. Run. I was told today at the gym that I'll remain dry. I should eat post-workout meal. Yes, they will tell you that. Oh, utakauka, you'll harden. Tell them, please, I want to harden. Who told you I want to be like you? Me, I want to harden. So let me harden. I mean, I came here to harden. Right? My role here is to harden. So I don't want to care. I'm here to harden. I remember going to the hospital. This is Chito Sakala. I remember going to the hospital a while back, and the doctor wanted to give me a cough syrup just in case I start coughing. Okay. We are suspecting that you, Chito, you're going to get some cough. Please take these coughs, and that cough suppressant has a drug, dextromethorphan or something like that, which is actually a low grade of the morphines. The same cough syrup suppresses your respiratory centers. You get into problems of breathing. It's very addictive. There's the one that had codeine, that Kenyan boys and men were using it in parties to add in soda and alcohol so that people tap out. When people just go in blackout, men are busy having sex with women who are actually out. They are blacked out. Imagine a man in their right senses having sex with a woman who is totally blacked out. Now they're calling themselves heroes. Now they're going to tell other people stories of how they actually, the party was amazing. They had a lot of sex in the party when they were having sex with women who actually blacked out. Shame. What a shame. So they give you drugs for hypertension, and there's a classification, a group of drugs in hypertension that actually cause you a lot of cough. You guys remember that life for hypertension? We talked about drugs when we were talking about statins and ARBs and all that, and SE inhibitors. You remember that? If you can't remember, go back to that live on hypertension. Very amazing live. So we talked about multiple drugs in hypertension classes causing you cough. So when they see that, they're suspecting you might end up having a cough. Let's give her this antihypertensive plus this cough suppressant. They do that all the time. Just the same way they give you medication for pain, the NSAIDs, and then they give you omeprazole to curb the side effects. And they do this even to children. Yeah. Bube Agnes knows it. SE inhibitors, likes of enalapril, captopril, those are medications that can actually cause you serious cough. And then when you have that cough, the recommendations, the guidelines recommend you simply change to the statins. So move from SE inhibitors to statins. Go straight to hell. Yeah? Statins. If the cough cannot go away by using cough suppressants, now you have to change from enalapril to what? Losartan. 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 Tell me Satan. Yeah, there's a drug called Tell Me Satan. Hey. Tell Me Satan. You guys call it Tell Me 40. Tell Me 40. Tell Me 40H. Eh? It's called Tell Me Satan. I allow you to tell me Satan. Eh? Please, Satan, tell me. James Odhiambo, hii maneno ya bacterial infection ya damu, how can someone prevent it? Please, there is no condition like, actually I see this all the time. There are people who are being told, you know what, you have blood infections. Don't buy that idea. At least James has put it clear that bacterial infection of the blood. Now, if you have bacterial infection, treat it. Don't think of how to prevent it. First, treat it. Once you've treated it, whether you like it or not, the modes of therapy for everybody are the same. You will still have to go back and eat clean to boost your immune system. You still have to go back and fast to boost your immune system. You still have to concentrate stomach acid by fixing the gut. You still have to enjoy the sun to boost vitamin D, which is your immune system. You still have to take the cold showers if you're a man. Of course, you know why. So you still have to do the same measures: eating clean, fasting, sleeping well, easing up on stress levels, enjoying the sun, working out, so that you boost your immune system, and that helps you suppress bacterial infection. Remember, antibiotics are not here to kill conditions. Antibiotics are here to suppress conditions so that your immune system takes over. That tells you that your immune system is the primary one in this. It is the primary one. It is not the antibiotic. No, it is the immune system. So antibiotics are coming in to supplement the weak immune system. Therefore, your role is to make sure that the immune system is perfect. Was told I can't donate blood because my blood is mzito. Why? What does that mean? Are you dehydrated? You're welcome, James. What does that mean? You should have asked the doctor, what do you mean by my blood nzito? Am I dehydrated? Am I producing so much red blood cells? And if at all I'm producing so much red blood cells, actually, donation is actually encouraged. So far, I've read how to do the work. Yes. Where is that book? I don't know. I think it's in another library. How to do the work. Eh? Hey, when you start reading, it becomes, you look like you're so great. When you just start reading books, you in your head, when you're even having a conversation with people, you're always ahead of them. You're always ahead of the game. You're always arguing like somebody who understands. And then they start playing victims. Start thinking that, oh, huyu na anajiona, anaona anajua sana. There was a time in my village, back in Kima. So I like hanging out with these guys who we used to play football with, and they are the nudie guys, the picky guys. So these guys were having an argument. One is saying he went to hospital and he was diagnosed with malaria. So he was treated for malaria, but that malaria turned into typhoid. And his malaria became so resistant that it actually decided to convert itself into typhoid. So this other one was like, how? And then apparently this one whose malaria converted into typhoid was the loudest one, was the one who calls the shots in these groups. So the others have to submit to his will. He says malaria inaweza badilika ikuwe typhoid. Mimi nilitibua malaria hapa Muhaya. You guys know Muhaya. Nilitibua malaria Muhaya, nikadungwa mashindano, lakini ilizidi ikakuwa typhoid. I'm like, hey, Muhaya, that's what you tell people. That malaria let's take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So, let me take a break and advertise my platforms. 2 platforms on YouTube. Health and Wellness Sport, very, very essential platform. You can't miss out on that. And the second platform is Uncle Chile. Health and Wellness Sport runs shows on Mondays, sometimes on Tuesday like today, the testimonials. I'm actually just dispensing this stuff because you guys have refused to come in and place out the testimonies. Anyway, so Mondays, Health and Wellness Sport. Tuesdays sometimes, Health and Wellness Sport. On Friday, there's a show on Uncle Chile platform on YouTube called Identity Fridays. Oh, you can't miss out on that show. That's an amazing show. We help you fix your identities. Please, if you don't understand where that comes from, just go on YouTube and check Uncle Chile platform. It's called Uncle Chile on YouTube. And then go to the live section and just watch one live. Just choose one live and watch it. You will understand where we're coming from. You will actually know that most of the conditions that you people are suffering from hail from the same center. That all of us have the same problems. The difference is how they just come out. Very, very, very healthy platform. Number 2, from Tuesday next week, the 26th, we are going to Nairobi. We are coming to Nairobi. Coming or going, whichever. And we will be in Nairobi for 2 weeks. For the sake of the physical consultations that happen every end of the month and the beginning of the month, we will be in Nairobi. So you can start booking your appointments with us. I'm glad most people are booking it. So you be part of it. Use the office contact to book an appointment. You can send a text on WhatsApp and stay calm. Once it's received, they will send you a text to show you how to book. 070707 4722. 070707 4722. That is the office contact. I keep singing this contact here because I say that and then people skip that and they decide to call me on another number. Or they send me a text on another number. When you send a text on another number and then it's not answered, you start complaining. You're all over making noise like you've been conned. I'm not a con person, and those who have dealt with me know very well. All right? Yeah. So use that contact to book for either an online consultation or a physical consultation that is coming from the 26th all the way to the 5th of September. All right? And then you can use the same contact to request for our merchandise. We have such merchandise, such t-shirts. We have the ones that I showed you yesterday, the polo t-shirts that are embroidered. And then we have hoods, the Uncle Chile hoods and Health and Wellness Sport hoods. We also have roasted coffee, we have fermented cabbages, we have activated charcoal, we have beef tallow and sheep tallow. All these things are available at Imenti House. Use the entrance that is opposite Beba stores. Go to the second floor, ask for Brian Omwenga, shop number 60. You'll find all these things there. All right? Yes. I appreciate you, Daktari, for shedding light towards my path. After dropping anger, I realize that all has been well. You got me interested and made an effort to dig deeper. That is Ramadan Inganga. You deliver all over the country? Yes, we do. All right? Brian will organize with that. You can actually get yours from whichever part of the country you're in. This is amazing. So this, Ramadan, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. So far, I have read How to Do the Work, Mastery of Love, The Voice of Knowledge, the 4 agreements, and now finishing the 5th agreement. You are seated there. You are not reading anything. When I say a chapter a day, you're there arguing. How can you be able to read one chapter every day? You know, my morning is so tight. I have to prepare children, and then I come back and do a shower. How will I do all these things? So you're creating excuses for everything. Even now, when those children are actually at home, no schools, you're still saying, you know what? Oh, I'm resting because I've been taking care of these children every morning. Oh, you know, my schedule, I come back at home from work at midnight. Yet you just went to take 2 for the road as a man. So I can't wake up early to do these things. Keep creating excuses when people are actually reading and becoming better. People are actually doing things and becoming better. We all have time. Just that we create time for things that are important to us. So if alcohol is important to you, how can books be important to you? All these books explain how we have been conditioned and domesticated since birth. I have understood the importance of awareness and staying present. I am able to see thoughts and discern them instead of following them, and also instead of getting angry at them, right? Yes. The key takeaways are in the line with what you always preach. Amazing, man. Every day it makes more sense that most problems are spiritual, while physical aspects reflect what is happening inside us. Nowadays, I look at people and different situations, and all I see are identity problems. Thank you so much for always enlightening us for free. I really appreciate. I am still working on myself one day at a time, and I am yet to give the great testimony if God gives us the grace. We stay present. Amazing. Ramadan, amazing. Oh, amazing peace, bro. Every day is a day to fix yourself. Every day. Your battle is within you. The enemy is yourself. There's nobody who can get you angry. There's nobody who is here to actually upset you. It is just you who gets upset for expecting things from people. People owe you nothing. The world owes you no understanding. Everything that is actually happening around you is because you attracted it, because you are that thing. So you are unable to look in that mirror and see the same image and be happy of who you are. You're constantly worried about the future that you don't even have. You're constantly worried about the past. You don't have it. You even forget to live in the present because you're always worried about what is coming next and what has actually passed. And the devil has built a home in you. The evil spirit has built a home in you. So you're destroying yourself every single day instead of working on yourself in the present. The day that you realize staying present is the best gift you can ever give yourself, that day is when your life will start opening up. The day you stop planning for tomorrow. Oh, you know, I have an interview tomorrow, I have to plan. The day you stop, because you're not going to plan and then ask yourself those questions. In that interview, who is going to ask you questions? So why are you preparing for something that you're not going to ask yourself questions? Why don't you just wake up and make a silent prayer and go there with your confidence? Whatever comes out of that interview, your confidence is what sells you more than what you have, what you're going to say. Your confidence, just come in and behave. Be an adult. Makes sense. So you've gone even to books to condition yourself because you're thinking the questions will come from the books. Then somebody comes and asks you, what is the headline of the newspaper today? What is affordable housing? You're like, we were not taught. We were not taught. My boy was constantly sick. So whenever, this is Rose Otika. My boy was constantly sick. So whenever I would take him to the hospital, this doc would look at me and prescribe so many syrups. And I go away very angry. Is that not what all of us do? We walk into that hospital, and the only people I've actually seen love medication are Orias. The Orias love medication. The more the medication of the prescription, the better the health, the better that hospital. Oh, Kushites, look at Isli. A hospital every other door, a chemist everywhere. The more medication or prescription, the better the hospital, the better their health. That's what they believe. Oh, let them come to your hospital and you don't give them medication. You tell them advice. They don't want your advice. They don't. They want medication. They will even ask you, where is 𝗬𝗓𝗦𝗪𝗓? Wara, 𝗬𝗓𝗦𝗪𝗓. Corsa? Yeah? Corsa. Anyway, unanipea dawa mbili. Hii ni Panadol tu. Like, hey, okay, ulikuwa unataka nini ingine? Hey. Yeah. Yeah. That's so bad. They move to another pharmacy and they're given those drugs. Those are a guy comes with a whole pack of diazepam tablets and tells you, Doctor, I can even sell this to you. Eh? You've denied me this medication and I've gone to a chemist, I've been given this for 230 shillings. 100 tablets of diazepam. You're wondering, the Pharmacy and Poison Board banned flunitrazepam, the mchele. But in Italy, there's also, mchele is everywhere. That drug that they use to poison alcohol is everywhere. Right? Yeah, it's everywhere. But it was banned. It's not supposed to be sold in the Kenyan market, but is it not there? How many women are being caught intoxicating alcohol for men? How many men are being caught intoxicating alcohol for women so that they can actually have sex with them? And the women want to steal everything. My friend, you wake up 8 hours later and your house is full of echo. Hey? The only thing they've not stolen is your heart. At least wamekuachia lungs na kaliva. This guy steal everything. Yeah. That's the day you leave alcohol anyway. So it has to happen for you to actually learn. Do you have sweatshirts? Yes, there are sweatshirts, very amazing sweatshirts. Very amazing. I have read Rising Above the Storm, Think Big. I have learned being informed is a very useful tool in the society. Building in every day the mind, the body, and the soul. Thank you, Daktari. Word abeno. Amazing stuff. Imagine people are reading now, and you there, you're saying, oh, books are difficult. You still want to go back to John Kariamiti and read page 16. Yeah? You're there as people are reading. In the morning, just because you had an erection, you're masturbating and pouring the seed in your bed sheets. And then judging yourself for that masturbation. Just because you have a neighbor's Wi-Fi, you're busy masturbating with that Wi-Fi. As people are waking up to do a cold shower, you're saying, huku nje ni baridi sana, hii ni July bana, hii ni July. And then I shake your hand, I'm like, what is wrong with your hand? You don't even have a firm handshake. You're so weak. Because that's the same hand you use for masturbating, right? And you're shaking our hands. So we were like, hey brother, my friend, what is happening to you? Even you're writing, you can't even punctuate a sentence. You're so in a hurry because you want that quick gratification. You're always in a hurry to just make a point. Relax, write slowly. Where are you running to? Relax. Relax. What you guys don't know, this Bube Agnes, what you guys don't know is that I was a baker. I used to have cakes inside the fridge every day. I'd bake biscuits and homemade yogurt. And pulling myself out of there was so hard. I ended up with too much weight and appendicitis. And then now the medical syllabus, the medical fraternity will chop off the appendix. They will chop off the gallbladder. They will chop off a portion of your rectum. They will go and do a surgery to actually rectify this sphincter. And then they put you on medication every single day. I ended up with too much weight and appendicitis, irregular menstruation. To cut the long story short, I worked on myself seriously through you. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you so much. Now, these are your stories. Of course, I can't pay all of you to say these stories. How much will I spend on paying people to bring their testimonies on board? It doesn't make sense. Thank you so much, Bube Agnes. Jen Mwendo, sorry. I'm maintaining my weight at 68 kgs from 112. Reverse hypertension, DVT, those of you who don't know DVT is deep venous thrombosis, insomnia, constipation, heart palpitations, anxiety, panic attacks, obesity, and food addiction. A win is a win. Congratulations. A win is a win. From the 9 medications to 0 medications and 0 symptoms. I'm now living and not surviving. Thank you, Daktari. Yeah? A lot of you are just surviving. And the only thing that is pushing you is you suppressing your symptoms with a pill. That's the only thing that you will always, constantly, you are suppressing symptoms. That's why you're taking those medications for a lifetime. You are always suppressing symptoms. There's nothing you're doing, just suppressing symptoms as they help you cope with the disease. And as they do that, diabetes is eating you from inside. Today you have low immunity, they give you antibiotics, but still take the drugs for medication for diabetes management. Tomorrow you have brain loss, they give you Memorex or a supplement for the brain. The next day you have a liver problem, they give you Levolin. The next time you have kidney problems, these are dialysis. Next is an eye problem, you have spectacles and eye surgeries. So they are actually, by the way, if you are diabetic, you are so good to the medical syllabus. The medical fraternity, we love you. Why? Because we will only help you mask the symptoms. And we will know, as we help you mask the symptoms, you will be giving us money willingly. You know how you give us money? Eh? You only change one drug to another with the same mode of action, but you don't know. How will you know? Unless you sat on lives with Dr. Lewis on health and wellness sport, how will you know that actually glucophage and metformin are the same thing? You can't know. So you die a poor person, then we will tell you, ulikufa sukari, you died from diabetes. But your doctor was busy managing diabetes, right? The symptoms of diabetes. So he understood what he was doing. Some of you have gotten this information very late when already your legs have been chopped off. You've had multiple eye surgeries, right? You've had multiple dialysis, and then you're getting this information. You're just like, but all these things, I've actually seen them happening in my doctor. Now you resent that doctor so bad. That's why we also bring an Identity Friday, so that you don't resent the doctor. You actually become glad that you actually found that information. There are those of you who went to the grave without finding the information, so you're actually lucky. So use that information to get better. What is the solution for eye cataracts? We cannot fix a symptom. Cataracts is a symptom of diabetes. Why don't you fix the diabetes? Either pre-diabetes or diabetes. Look keenly, you will see. You will see. Look keenly, you will see it. So when you focus, it's like you focusing on a headache. You're focusing on a headache instead of focusing on what is causing the headache. Talk about hair loss. We've talked about estrogen issues. We've talked about very bad skin because of a messed up gut. Hair is part of the skin. Fix the skin and see how the hair goes. We've talked about these things that you use for hair. Leave them and use coconut oil. Fix estrogen levels, and I've put up videos on how to fix estrogen. Hair loss in women. Oh, high estrogen levels. Receding hairline. Brittle hair. Lack of vitamins. B7 vitamins. And you lack these vitamins not because you're not eating them, but because you're eating them in combination with other things that actually mess up your stomach environment. You can't absorb healthy nutrients. For example, if you eat eggs, kienyeji eggs, that have been fried with elianto, you've not eaten eggs. Don't even count those eggs. Don't count those eggs. If you've eaten eggs or meat that has been deep fried in seed oils, don't even count that meat. Don't. So those of you who tell me, I've made chapatis with ghee. At Daktari, you have improved. I've made my chapos with ghee. I'm like, no. You've wasted ghee. I have made chapos with ghee. Hi. Yes, Brian. We cannot be always suppressing symptoms and thinking that we're actually doing anything. Yes, Brian, how are you? Oh, just a minute. Let me just raise the volume a little bit. Yes, all is well. How are you?
Good evening, Doctor. How are you?
All is well. We thank God for life. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for Testimonial Tuesday.
Amazing.
Yeah, it helps us a lot. Now, my testimony, it's now like 2 months, 2.5 months since I started following you.
Yeah.
And a lot has improved.
Amazing.
First of all, on the fasting, the morning fast.
Yeah.
My first meal starts at around, I push it up to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And initially I used to wonder, is it possible for somebody to work out without eating?
Yeah.
How is it possible? But when I started, it was a bit hard.
Yeah.
I'll get tired. But I found myself getting used to it to the extent that I've even improved my pace.
Yeah.
Because I do the morning run most of the time.
Good.
I started from pace 8.
Mm-hmm.
Now, within 2 months, I've come to around a pace of 5.59601.
Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
I realized that thing you said the body builds the hormone growth from between 4 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Amazing.
Make use of that energy. Don't allow it to go to waste.
Yeah.
There's no need of eating before when you still have this energy. So I found it out, a way of releasing it in my morning run.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Number 2, I'm happy also. I'd reached, my waist was almost going to 42. I'm happy. We used to quarrel even with Madame in the house.
Yep.
She was like, now, which trousers are we now going to buy?
Yeah.
Because the maximum is 42.
Yeah.
The standard waist is 42.
Man.
So at least I'm happy I've pushed it. I'm around 39 now.
Awesome. Keep going, brother.
For that.
Keep going, brother.
Thank you for that. Weight has now come from at least 125. I'm now 109.
Bro.
109.
Bro, keep going, man.
So at least things are changing. Then I used to do a simple exercise in the morning. When I wake up, I used not to see my feet. You know that exercise made me do. You wake up, you try to look, you put your head down to see if you can see your feet.
Yeah. Zero.
Not see. Zero. Hakuna kitu.
Yeah.
And the third leg is also disappearing.
My friend.
Imefunga kila kitu. But at least I can see my feet.
Amazing, brother.
And the third leg is peeping from somewhere.
Yes.
So at least there is improvement on that line.
Amazing.
So I believe I shut down the belly fat. At least now everything will be seen head to toe.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. You're doing a marvelous job.
Yeah, thank you, man.
With this, I've also tried to share with my family. I know we have histories of diabetes and hypertension at home. And it has been medication after medication, but at least I've started sharing your concept.
Amazing.
And people are changing.
Yeah.
People are now following. They have come to realize salt has never been the enemy.
Yep.
The enemy has always been insulin resistance.
Thank you very much.
And it's in the carbs. It's in the carbs and those seed oils.
Yeah.
So there are people who have even changed food. Nowadays they're boiling food.
Yeah.
People have dropped milk. I'm seeing people are taking other form of beverages. So at least I'm happy.
Amazing.
I'm happy. I know it will take time. You know, when you have used something for long, decades, it cannot be an instant transformation.
Very true.
So it will just be slowly. I believe from now, the way you said, at least if you have got information before going to the grave, or before getting chopped the leg because of diabetes, you can reverse everything.
Yeah.
I pray everything will be done.
Oh, man.
And things will be okay.
Man, stay present. Hang on there. No problem. Just stay present. Hang on there.
Question.
Go ahead, sir.
I had one question. I remember even I think maybe you became busy. These Teflon saucepans. I asked you, if you scrub them and you get, once you remove that cover, the non-stick, you get back the stainless steel pan.
Yes.
Is it advisable for people to scrub them and remove the coat?
Yeah.
And remain with that, or to just discard everything and buy new non-stick pans?
Well, ideally,
what is your advice?
Ideally, most of the non-stick pans, they simply use stainless steel, then they coat with the Teflon material. So if you can actually have a way of removing it, and you remain with totally the stainless steel, no problem. But it's a serious challenge there. Some people can't do that, so we actually encourage them to just dispose them and buy new ones. But if you can actually have a mechanism of scrubbing it off to remain with stainless, no problem, sir.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, man, amazing.
The amazing work.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you.
Sorry, Doc.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you can always know my students by their handwriting. You can. You don't need... You see those people who come in with a question and then they simply quote. They quote the testimony and then they bring a question. Their main agenda was the question, not the small testimony that is a lie. We catch them. You will always know my students from their handwriting. Oh, you will. This one is my student. You will always know from how he's actually explaining the things. This is a guy who has actually taken time on my platforms. He has, from the time he's talking about the counter-regulatory hormones in the morning, from the time he's talking about not feeding in the morning, from the time he's talking about how he's actually lost weight. It is so gradual. You can actually know that. Brian, I can assure you this. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're actually transitioning your body from the carb-dependent body to a fat-adapted body, where even when you eat a carb, you still burn the fat for energy. That is where we want you to be. I was at waist number 40 back in 2019, and I was lifting very heavily. 2019, 2020. Waist 40, lifting very heavily. Useless weight. You're looking at yourself with all those protein shakes, you're looking down, you can't see the third leg. You're like, nakuanga nayo. And then when you urinate, it doesn't go far. You know, when you're a child, you urinate 3 meters away from the body. And as you gawa damu, unajua tunaita kugawa damu. As you always give out, donate blood through the ejaculations every single time. The urine comes closer to you, comes closer. Hey, now before you even realize it, you've actually peed in your trousers. You're like, ni mimi. Imetoka wapi? Haijatoka wapi, ni wewe tu. Stop looking behind to see who has seen it. Yeah, we've seen it. We're just pretending we've not seen it because hatutaki kukuaibisha. Fix it. Oh man, I wish you well, Brian. You deserve better. Oh, diabetes inherited. You should see the way I challenge this statement. That is Rispa Korir. Oh, my students with their handwriting everywhere on the walls. And diabetes is inherited. Do you inherit diabetes genes, or do you inherit foods that actually turn on the genes that cause diabetes? Don't we, all of us, don't we have genes? So you want to tell me there's a family that has actually been designed to always have cancer. That the cancer is for this family, and diabetes for this family. Us, diabetes, us is hypertension. You want to tell me that? You think the one who created you was so incorrect? He had so much errors, and he actually medicine. So imagine I'm born just destined for diabetes. Even if I decide I'm going to eat the most healthiest food, I'll still end up with diabetes. What a lie. What a lie. I've always told you that genes and diseases are like the lights and the bulb. Right? And then you have a switch on the wall. You turn on that switch, there is light. You turn off that switch, there's no light. So whatever we do that turns on that switch, that is what we call epigenetics. The diets, the lifestyle, those are epigenetics. They're the ones that turn on the switch so that the light comes up, so that the bulb gives us the light. And the bulb is basically the genes. The light is the diseases. The switch is the problem. Focus on the switch. Stop focusing on the light. So we have already the light here. And then we take a blanket and we come and cover the bulb. Right? We are busy trying to cover the bulb so that we don't have light in the room. Yet, no, somebody cannot just tell you to go and turn off the switch. So the pharmaceutical companies and the medical syllabus and the doctors at large, they have simply turned your head from the switch to the light. So now all of you are busy covering the lights. You put a blanket on the bulb, now the room is so hot. There's minimal light, yes, but the room is so hot. Now you keep adding blankets on the bulb. Well, we don't want this heat here. But please, Dr. Lays is telling you there's a very easy way to just do away with the light from this house. And the easy way is the switch. Go and turn off the switch. Change your kitchen. You're like, no, my great-grandfather had this light. How would he see without the light? Oh, you know, my mother has always had this bulb here. We cannot do away with this bulb. What are you telling us? That switch has never been a problem. It has been there all through. Of course, the switch has been there all through. It has been there. So why don't you just turn it on? What will happen if you turn it off? There was no light in the beginning, so you turned on the light. Let there be light. And there was light. Now I'm telling you, go and say the same words. Let there no be light, or whatever it is. But you're saying, no, 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 no. You know, I already said, let there be light. So I cannot do that again. I'm like, okay, your day is coming. The judgment day is coming. Rose Otika, doctor, I'm calling. Testimony. Rose, I don't know which number you're calling on. Yes, Jambaka.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you, brother?
All is well.
There's a very good question from Sound of Books, and he or she is asking, do arm patches work anti-smoking? And allow me to answer him before I have a conversation with you. Now, listen. I used to have a professor called Chandrasekhar. May he rest in peace. He's a guy who taught me and told me I am an addict of smoking and cigarettes. God blessed me with a brain. I'm very brilliant, but I am an addict of cigarettes. And the worst mistake I've ever done is one, I was recommended to be taking by somebody to be taking nicotine chewing gums to actually help me wean off the addictions of cigarettes. And he said that was the worst idea because nicotine chewing gums really got me into problems because I realized I was taking in more nicotine than the one that I was smoking. And then I was introduced to patches. And because the skin is a rapidly absorbing surface, this patch acted as a depot, started releasing nicotine into my system very slowly. I used to fight anxiety and all that and palpitations every time until I smoke. So therefore, those things don't work. Every addiction is hailing from a center of lack of an identity. That's why Identity Friday should be part of your story. All addictions are hailing from that. And winning off addictions, you cannot just win off. You cannot just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm quitting smoking cigarettes. No, it's very difficult. For me, I wasn't an addict of alcohol. No, but I loved drinking alcohol because I was buying alcohol and buying the company and validation. So I woke up one day and I said, enough is enough. That was different. Addictions, you must start by fixing the identity, and then you seek professional advice. From there, you start growing into it slowly, slowly, and dropping the habits. And then you cannot just drop a habit. Right? You can't just drop a habit. You substitute a habit. The bad habit with the healthy habit. But you guys are always intending to drop a habit. It's not possible. You have to substitute. All right? So those patches don't work. Yes, Jambaka, let's go.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
All is well.
Amazing.
My testimony. Now, I was seeing my Facebook post, and I saw that I've now been with you for nearly 3 years.
Yeah. Amazing, man.
So I want to give you I just want to give you an abridged version of my journey.
Oh, amazing, brother.
To start, started with a lot of will I make it? Will I make it? I fell many times in the way, dropped to it, coming back to it, stealing back to it. When people are not seeing me, they know me that as the person who is not eating wheat.
Yeah.
But then when everybody has gone to bed upstairs, I go peep into the kitchen and take three quick chapatis.
Hey.
What follows? Going to the gym, I was carrying water, a whole bottle, carrying salt, carrying coffee, going to the gym, sitting down, telling stories.
Yeah.
Before you start the gym, it is 1 hour. Before you start, before you start working out, you have your coffee there. You want to sip it. You have your salt. You are just chaotic.
Yeah.
In the gym, you are always looking at people, what they are doing, wanting to take part in every story in the gym.
Yeah.
You want to work out and you're resting 30 minutes. Nowadays, I no longer struggle. I know I write down what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I go there, warm up for about 5 minutes, start lifting. 1 hour, maximum 1 hour, 20 minutes, I'm out.
Yeah.
My friend, the gym, the muscles listens to the iron in the gym.
Yeah.
I tell you, the muscles listen as you pull in an empty stomach.
Yeah.
In the morning before everybody comes. Oh, wonderful,
Man.
I never even carry water to the gym because I'm lucky to live in an estate where there's a gym inside the estate. So as people are struggling with the insecurity, I just cross the three doors. I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
So I wake up. I drink my first glass of water with salt. Then the next glass with some AC vinegar. Then I pick my gloves only.
Yeah.
Go to the gym. I don't drink any water in the that 1 hour is those 2 glasses take me through the 1 hour gym.
Yeah.
And then I get out. And now may just sip water kidogo just when I want to take coffee. Not that I'm drinking like every other time drinking water. No. I tell you, I live in a country and a city where there's plenty food, which is very healthy. Omena, these small fishes, meat, chicken, very healthy, very cheap, and readily available. You just go from your house to the butcher. You cannot even take you 30 minutes. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you're already buying food. So you don't have anything I don't have anything to say that I can't, that life under Lewis is difficult.
Yeah.
So I'm basically saying that God has put me personally in a city, in a country, in a town, in an estate where I can get everything for life, for health.
Yeah.
There's a gym in my estate. If I don't want to go to the gym, I'm the one to blame. Like something like talo. I used to call over, where can I get talo? I used to go to the butcheries. I used to run to the slaughters. Can I get talo? I could scamper, but now I don't worry because if I don't get talo, I'm basically buy the fattiest part of the meat. That's enough. You just boil it like that. Even the fat is excess.
Yeah.
So even if I don't have talo in the house, I don't have a problem. My biggest problem nowadays is, am I alive? That's all.
Did I wake up? Yeah?
Did I wake up? I used, I don't know, my high school. After high school, I started working. My handwritings were bogus. In our language, we say the legs of chicken. I was having the legs of chicken. Right now, if you see what I write, if you see the book that I write, oh, very neat handwriting. And even the people who know me, they never accept that. These are. They're like, no, somebody else accepting this. You know you.
Wewe ni yako ile mguu ya kuku ndo yako.
Wewe ni daktari. Wewe ni daktari. This thing has fixed. My handwritings are very, very neat.
Yeah. I
used to write. If I were to write Lewis, I could write and that S of remains. That S of Lewis, that's not Lewis, and go.
Instant gratification.
Right now, things are coming right. If I want to read, I read. If I want to jot down, I jot. I'm realizing my potentials, the things I used not to do, that I can do them very well. Yeah. This life is just amazing, and it is not difficult. Nobody must lie to you that this life is difficult. Anybody listening here, it is not difficult. It is a matter of you. Whatever makes it difficult is you thinking, will I make it? Will I make it? Like always thinking of what will happen. What will happen?
Yeah, the future. The enemy is you.
Yeah. But if you just start doing it, because of course, even me, I have fallen many times. I have failed to fast many times. I have failed I have gone down, but I have eaten sometimes a lot of carbs, and I get instant punishment.
Yeah.
But anytime I mess up, I wake up and start again.
Amazing.
I forget what happened yesterday and start again.
Yeah.
Before you know it, the body, I think the body really looks at you. The body has some eyes looking at you. When the body sees you waking up and saying, I'm starting again, the body helps you, cheers you up. That is what I've realized.
Yeah.
It fixes very fast, ready to serve you.
The reward is always instant.
Me, very, very instant. Very, very instant. I've been seeing with my children, the ones I have, they are really like now in the identity honor. When I go out with them in the bush, we are like walking and doing stuff. When I cheer them up, they are so happy. Whatever I did yesterday, for example, you realize they're doing today. If you are supporting them, that you just run, just walk, you're okay, you're a strong man. The following day they will be trying to do that at home, so because they want that validation from you as their father. They want you to see them doing the same thing that you were doing yesterday.
Yeah.
Basically, fixing your identity fixes everything around you, children, and even the people around you.
Yeah.
I think that is a very important thing I wanted to share.
Oh man, thank you, man. Thank you so much, Jambaka. And from your story, I've picked up multiple things. One, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you this. You see, you don't need a lot of time to get improvement. You don't need a lot of time for your body to actually respond to you. No, you don't. Very, very small occasions. Like literally, very small population of people really need a lot of time to respond. Those who have addictions to food and all that, those are the special population, 1%. But the moment you start eating clean today, I can assure you, if you do that consistently for only 14 days, already the reward is, my friend, it is so instant. You feel so good. You start having very good sleep. You wake up with no mental fogging. You don't wake up tired, right? There's no yawning in that office. These are the things that actually start showing that your body is responding. Now, when you've started leading a healthy life and then you mess a little bit, like for example, you've stayed away from wheat for about 2 months or so, and then you go and eat a chapati, my friend, always you'll have an eruption on your skin. There will be a symptom of wheat on your skin. Trust me. That's how you keep yourself in check. So the body always rewards instantly and also punishes equally. All right. Number 2, if you've adapted this lifestyle, those people who ask me, should we go back to, now that I've recovered from my condition, should I go back to eating wheat? I tell you this for free. When you drop an unhealthy habit and replace it with a healthy habit, and then you start practicing that consistently, my friend, let's say you fast every week, the 48-hour fast every weekend, the way we do it in my platforms. The challenge will come here. The moment you skip one fasting weekend, the next fasting becomes hell. It is difficult. But after that fast, your body also wants to fast again. So when you break a pattern, your body is so quick, because the body does not like putting in work to do things. It doesn't like burning fat is a process of actually putting in multiple energy. So it's an investment. So the body does not appreciate that. So when you skip fasting, people will tell you after weight loss program, that's where hell breaks loose. All right. So hell breaks loose after weight loss program. You go into that weight loss program with a lot of zeal. You want to do this thing. You're so motivated. You've been broken the heart. Somebody stepped on your heart. Now you want to prove a point. It's because I was obese. Now I have to look younger and all that. That's why most ladies after a breakup, they are in the gym. They are fasting. They are posting intermittent fasting season. And those new quotes. So they are rejuvenated. They want to do better. After the program, you realize you are on your own. Fasting becomes a challenge. You skip one fasting, you're not coming back. You're not. You decide I'm going to do 2 meals a day. You will struggle to do 1 meal a day. You will struggle. You say, let me eat wheat today. Let me just treat myself. It's a cheat day. You go and cheat. You come back. You want to cheat again and again and again. The body is always sending you that direction. Because unfortunately, the sweetest things are the unhealthy things. The delicious things are the healthy ones. Hello? Yeah. Confusion imeingia. The sweetest things are the unhealthy ones. The delicious ones are the healthy ones. So most of us are always going for the sweet ones. We don't care about deliciousness. No, who cares about chicken plus skin being delicious? We care about our ugali. We care about our rice. We care about applying some zesta on your bread. Right? We care about the sugar. We care about the tea that has milk. You see that? So all of us are constantly chasing the sweet, but we don't chase the nutrition. So we eat to fill the stomach. We don't eat to feed the body. So for you, satisfaction is when your stomach is full. You don't care if the next minute after full stomach you're sleeping. You don't care if you lose memory the next minute. No, you just want the stomach to be full. And that's how they came in and told you, you know what? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Eat like a king. Eat a pre-workout before going to the gym. And after the gym, eat a post-workout. That's why they told you, you are diabetic. No, don't worry. At least eat every after 2 hours. Because they know you're a food addict. And they tell you the truth, you will resent them. How will they make money if you're healing from diabetes? How? And for the handwriting part, and I tell you all the time, everybody has a good handwriting. All of us. Oh, we have the best handwritings. The only difference is, there are those who, when unashikanisha maneno na wale wanaachilia maneno. So do this as a practice. Take a piece of paper and try and write a sentence. Just copy a sentence from anywhere and write a sentence. And make sure that every letter is independent. There's no letter touching each other. Just make sure you write every letter independently. See how much time you will take to write that sentence. Right? And then see how good that handwriting will look when the letters are separated. Our problem is we're always in a hurry. That's why we join every letter. Now your doctor cannot even read his handwriting. But he's telling you, oh, you know what? Now they simply, instead of writing just paracetamol, they write PCM. And they write PCM in a way that you're like, hii sasa ni gani? Hii ni panadol ya kawaida. So they know what they're doing. And I've told you, there's no school that teaches bad handwriting to doctors. Bad handwriting. You've seen, even Jambaka says, people in his village, when he writes properly, they tell him, wait, najuanga we ni daktari. So we actually have associated bad handwriting with doctors. No, that's laziness. That is actually ignorance. Bad handwriting is not taught anywhere in medical schools. It's just ignorance and laziness. If you separate those letters, the best handwriting you have. As you teach your children to write well, tell them, separate letters. If it is T, let it be T. Don't write testimonial and T and E together. No, write T, then write E. And then see if you cannot read your own handwriting. Those of you who think you have the baddest handwriting, just separate the letters and see. Oh, you have the best handwriting. Na hizi so-called dawa drinks, ni sawa ama ni sukari tu, please. Peter, run. Oh, sijui dawa. And dawa, they are putting in honey. The other time I went for a hike on Gong Hills. At every peak on Gong Hills, there is a kissy man or woman grinding sugarcane and selling you sugarcane juice and ginger. So they actually they add in some ginger so that you think, ginger is the healthiest one. Yeah, ginger is a herb and you see the sugar is natural, right? So now you record natural sugar plus ginger. I'm good to go. So why did you go for the hike? You climb a whole hill and then sit there and drink a whole glass of sugar with ginger. Have you guys seen that? Yeah. So these guys carry sugarcane from the base of the mountain all the way to the top of the hill. They are selling you sugarcane juice, and they come there so early. So now you go for a hike, and then you come out so unhealthy. Please, that I ignored your hike. You did nothing. You went for a hike and then took every hill. Are they 7 or 8 hills? Every hill peak, you are taking sugarcane juice. There are people who go for a morning run, and there's a very famous spot along is it Mbazi or it's a place where sugarcane juice is sold. So I see these people running, people from Lavington, people from all these areas along Gong Road running, and then they end up at the same spot and they take sugarcane juice, a whole 50 shillings or 100 shillings. The walk was awesome. I ran in the morning. You ran in the morning, but you take sugarcane juice. So you're walking 1 step ahead and then 2 backwards. And then the doctor cements it by telling you, sugarcane juice is actually good for the liver. It actually can reverse a fatty liver. Sugarcane juice is fructose. Fructose is a liver problem. Fructose is the one that causes a fatty liver. So how can you reverse a problem with the same thing that caused the problem? You've seen that? Sugarcane juice can reverse a fatty liver, yet fructose is converted to fats that actually accumulate around the liver, causing a fatty liver disease. So run away from dawa, run away from uji power. You have power inside you. You don't need uji to give you power. If any case, you're supposed to actually give uji power. So now uji is giving you power. Uji did not help you marry. Now uji is going to give you power. Then give that uji to your wife. Don't drink it and then go and pretend you're pounding her. It is psychological. It will just give you psychology effect today and you'll have your 1 minute of fame. Tomorrow you'll struggle. You'll go back. Take the same uji, get worse because it's just sugars in the system. Now Mama Uji will decide, you know what? These guys are now complaining. I'll put in some Viagra. Then you go there and now you have these firm erections. There's something called priapism. Priapism is basically you have an erection that does not come down. So now you are feeling pain from an erection. You thought, I'm going to take this so that I can actually pound Mama. Now you're having these erections that are painful. So yes, you have the erection, but now sasa Mama, utaki hata kushikwa. Hey. That's the only day you are considering doing a cold shower. Please, there is nothing that is coming in to change your life apart from yourself. Just change the kitchen. Right? Good. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 hours already gone. This yeah? Hot water and cloves, chia seeds. I have nothing against seeds and all that. But I explained something about anti-nutrients and estrogens in seeds. That should be taken in consideration. I have nothing against cloves. I always ask people, if you're taking chia seeds or whatever seeds you're taking, except pumpkin seeds that have actually been studied deeply, tell us what is the nutritional benefit of taking chia seeds or all those seeds that you people are taking. Nobody tells me a substantial thing. Everybody is telling me what they read on a label that was put on a tin that they bought from a supplement company or a supplement shop. They are telling me that. You see, when they write benefits of chia seeds and then they put all these things, improve blood flow, reverse hypertension, improve diabetes, thin blood and all that. That's what they tell me. And then I ask them, out of all these things, which one are you suffering from? So why do you want to take something that actually gives you 90 uses, yet you only have one problem? So if you don't have thin blood and then it thins blood, what next? Inability to clot blood, now you have bleeding disorders again? I ask them, why are you taking them? They never have answers. They send me to Google and ChatGPT. And when you go there, it lists all these issues. You're like, Kwani, how special is this seed that it can actually treat all these 12 diseases? And you think that if that seed was actually treating all those conditions, pharmaceutical companies would just be seated there and waiting for it to be sold in those shops. What a lie. Don't, please. Nutrition is very easy to understand. Nutrition is very simplified. Make it simple for yourself. Right? Don't complicate things just because it is a fad coming in. Don't just complicate things. Make it simpler. All right? Because your body does not even need a lot of things. Your body needs just nutrition. And nutrition is very minimal. Very, very minimal. Because if you remove carbohydrates from your diet, what else are you left with? And the weird part is, when I tell somebody to drop ugali, rice and wheat, they complain. And then they decide, okay, let me just give it a benefit of doubt. They push that free ugali, rice and wheat diet for about 2 weeks or so. After 2 weeks, they are complaining to me, you know what, hey, I think this is boring. What are the alternatives? And they are telling me it's boring because I've told them to drop ugali. When the same people can eat ugali from Monday to Monday and they never complain about ugali being boring. You people. Because I just told you to drop ugali, you're complaining, now what else should I eat? And you don't have options anyway. You only have one ugali the entire week as an evening meal. Because your evenings, you're only thinking about what to eat with ugali because ugali is already present in the menu. So you're thinking what to eat with that ugali. Now I've removed ugali, rice and wheat. Those are 3 options. I've given you 6 options. Beans, sweet potatoes, butternuts, pumpkins, arrowroots, green bananas. 6 options for carbohydrates. But you're still asking me for options as though you had options. You didn't have options. You had only ugali. and then at least once lunch hour you put in some rice, and then you eat some chapati here. You've simply eaten the same things the whole week. So I've given you options, but you're still asking me for more options. You're telling me how boring this is, and I'm looking at you, I'm asking you, what other options did you have before this schedule? What are the options? That when I remove ugali, you now have nothing to eat. Imagine that. That most of you, if I remove ugali from your diet, you will not have anything to eat. Repeat the options, Doc. Sweet potatoes, green bananas, butternuts, pumpkins, arrowroots, and the beans. These are 6 carbohydrate sources to replace ugali, rice, and wheat. But you will not see. I tell you these 6, you're telling me, what are the options for carbohydrates? I'm telling you, but these are 6 carbohydrates in comparison with your 3. So you see how you've been locked. You can't even think beyond ugali and rice. You can't. Some of you rice every day. Rice every day. Ugali every day. Luyas, ugali every day. Kisis, Luos. If I get ugali out of your diet, you have nothing to eat. Because you don't believe somebody can actually eat meat, vegetables, and an avocado. You can't. And these things are very available. And when you tell me that healthy life is expensive, I really laugh at you from inside. Why? Because I'm thinking, you have never lived any healthy life. How would you know it's expensive? You've never lived it. When I tell you eat 6 to 8 eggs every day, you tell me eggs will make me fat. You're already fat without eating 8 eggs. How did you get there? How? When I tell you to eat fatty meat, you're telling me the doctor said about cholesterol. You are on cholesterol pills, for heaven's sake, from the same doctor. But you've never eaten fatty meat. What happened? What happened? How did you end up becoming, how did you have this cholesterol? Where did it come from? Now that if you eat fatty meat, you get the same cholesterol that you already have without eating fatty meat. Where did it come from? Don't allow those doctors to lie to you. Don't. Oh, be as bold as you can. You've paid for that consultation. Be as bold as you can. Ask questions. Tell them, Daktari, how are my cholesterol misbehaving? I've never had cholesterol. I've never eaten fatty meat. I've never used ghee or tallow. I've never consumed a lot of eggs. Where is that cholesterol coming from? Oh, see how doctor crickets in his head. When you start asking them questions about metabolism of fructose, which is the fruit sugar, they start thinking, hey, huyu labda ameenda ChatGPT. He wants to challenge us with ChatGPT. Now they grow ego. They start becoming angry at you and hard on you. You see that? So your doctor will become angry, not because they are justified. No, because they want to block you from actually exercising what you know. So they want to block you from what you want to say. Because they know if you continue that conversation, it will actually upset them. You'll expose them. Going through a medical school does not mean you are knowledgeable. And most of us are actually knowledgeable but not informed. We've gone to school, gotten the knowledge, but held on to the knowledge. We can't think outside the knowledge. Now we don't have information. We're not informed. Our clients, who are our patients, are becoming more informed than we are. So it's up to us to up our game. We can't complain about a client being informed by other doctors. No, we have to up our game so that we actually settle the anxiety in the heads of these clients. A client is wondering, why should I take medication for a lifetime? I made tallow with citric and it's not smelling. Josek, congratulations. Thank you for sharing that for other people to actually see that. So if your client is becoming more informed than you, the problem is you. Why are you holding on to knowledge without having to get the information? Sometimes common sense is way better than intellect. So sometimes your client is just using common sense. He's not using knowledge because he has never gone to medical school like you. So he's just using common sense to challenge you. And you can become so angry at common sense. Imagine that. Yeah? And now you want to remind this client that unajua huku nje niko na line. Unajua huku nje niko na mshururu, ni mshururu ama niko na umati wa watu unaningoja. Oh, the fear is gone. The fear is gone. We are going to ask those questions because we demand answers. Si nyinyi pia nyinyi mnaenda streets mkidemand mshahara. Si ndio? Eh? Si mnaenda streets. Aye. My husband is diagnosed with prostate and is losing weight cause of anemia. Please help doctor. Tell your husband to go on my YouTube platform Health and Wellness Sport and simply type BPH or enlarged prostate. There's a video and videos about that. Doctors are afraid that if the public knows anything, they are out of business. So they'll keep that information from you, and then they will threaten you. Oh, you know, KMPD will come after you. Oh, you know, you must have a license to say these things. Oh, you know, hey. You're not born with a license, Daktari. You're given a license for cramming and pouring onto that paper to pass an examination. Some of you, nowadays, university degrees are communal. You write Mwakenya on your thighs. Ladies, now that's the time they are putting on mini dresses in an exam room. Thighs are full of Mwakenya. Some of you have photographic eyes. You simply you've seen somebody's things and you're writing, and then you pass that exam. And it's so weird that I see people, like in high school, you see a lot of people. Nowadays, high school's exams are just so rigged. There's nothing in high school nowadays. So I see people, they send all these exams, leaked exams, to their sons and daughters in Form 4 doing exams. And then the same people, hypocrites, are the first ones to carry these sons and daughters of theirs because they have passed an exam. They're celebrating and they're saying, hey, God is great. Oh, Mungu kijana yangu. Hey. But huyu kijana ulimtumia Mwakenya. This guy, you bought an exam and sent it to him or to her. Now you're carrying her all over and telling us, oh, our school, Mpimba Primary School or Mpimba Secondary School has stopped Vihiga County. I'm like, yeah? Oh, nowadays it's so education is so diluted. So how hypocritical are we? And the same hypocrites that you're carrying, you're sending them exams and carrying them. The same hypocrites are going to the campus, getting frustrated, taking all this alcohol and having all this sex, copying examinations, and they are coming out to graduate. Guess who is getting diabetes by the time they are graduating? You, mzazi. Wewe ndo unapata diabetes. Kijana yako amegraduate tu leo. Kesho wewe hata before graduate, you're actually hoping that this son of yours is going to come out of school very educated to change your life, to make you heal from that diabetes, the menace of the family. My son is a doctor. Only for your son to write you prescriptions that don't even rhyme. Drug interactions. Hey, the first one to put you on atorvastatin is your son. You are losing memory. You can't even remember your son's name. And it's your son who is making you lose memory. Hell is open. Hell imefunguka hivi, inangoja nyinyi na hao vijana wenu. Wide open. Team Kekeli, close this us for us. We are calling it a night. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, from Tuesday we're in Nairobi for the physical consultations all the way to the 5th. So 26th all the way to the 5th in Nairobi. Physical consultations. Book an appointment. We can have these conversations there. Let's make it a bigger family, okay? Yes, it's important that we do that. Number 2, if you're on all my platforms, please consider on TikTok, follow us. On YouTube, Health and Wellness Sport, go and subscribe. And Uncle Chile. And then join the lives. You'll get this information for free. All right? And if you realized, if you don't attend these lives, it'll be a problem because I'm locking some of the videos on YouTube until you become a member. So now we're sieving out those who are serious and those who are jokers. There are videos for those who want to joke and who want to comment negatively. And there are videos for people who will actually put in the work. All right? So now it's becoming difficult. But of course, if you come on my lives, you will see all the information I dispense it here. So now that means you'll be encouraged mostly to be on the lives than to wait until I post a video, because now you have to be a member to watch some videos which are very, very informative. But all the same, thank you so much for being an amazing audience as always. Yes, Team Kekeli.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Are you able to hear me? How are you?
All is well. All is well. Thank you.
Yes, talk to us.
Actually, I don't have a testimony as such, but I'm wondering, I don't know. I know that hosts or you don't care about likes and those things on TikTok, but how can we be here like 140 people and we are not even able to like the live to get it to other people, because we are working with algorithms of TikTok.
Okay.
We know that we have to actually reach more people by liking.
Yeah.
So it's like we have been mean. I don't understand.
Well,
And
I want
we
to.
expect also
Yes.
that our answers has to be like our question has to be answered. It's not nice because we are depriving our people in our like people who are following us of those information. It's not about host or how many followers host has, but it's about our people.
Yeah.
The more we share, the more we like get to them also. So I think we have to upgrade on this, even if you are not asking to. I think it's fair for us to put more effort actually, so people can also be reached out.
Oh, amazing! That's a good
And
one.
now TikTok changed a lot of things. You went to somebody's life, you first has to put the fun, like put the heart for the fan club. It's only one coin, only one. We are 147 or whatever, and not even 5 people join. Like, what are we doing here? We are losing. We are making it so cheap. I don't think it's nice.
Ideally, Kekeli, that's a very good point, and I want you to understand this: that everyone around us is just evil. Everybody around you is very evil. People are mean naturally. It's just that, like, people are thinking, people are actually wondering, how did this guy get to all these subscribers? So somebody can be seated there. They know very well that part of their family members is actually suffering. For them, they are not suffering. They are here possibly because they like what I preach, or they're just fans and they want to just enjoy the content. But they have somebody in their family who is actually suffering. But they will never bother sharing these videos. So they rather come here, ask me a question, so that I answer that question, and then they go and now brag and use that question to actually try and have a conversation, so that they can be validated by the family members. So I always understand that if somebody has the goodwill from inside them, if somebody has an identity, they know what to do. They can actually come in and realize, you know what, I am here, and I'm not the only one who needs this information. There are people who need it. So I can share it, I can like it and do that. But they can't. The same people who will constantly tap the screens on a gossip channel because they want more of the gossip. So they'll share that live on other people's platforms, so that they can actually, the live can actually, and then tomorrow they're telling us, oh, your live will go now to 1,000. Oh, the live had a lot of people. There is only one time that my lives closed 500 people. One time. So what does that tell you? Nobody's interested in this information, which is okay. And I know very well that this information is a lifetime information. So whether they like it or not, they'll still come back to this. So that's why I never ask them to like or share gifts or do that. I'm just doing it because I have to do it anyway. And I signed in to do this. All right. But the truth is, a lot of people are mean naturally. A lot of people are ugly from inside. A lot of people have envy. A lot of people have identity issues. And they can sit there getting all this information to get better, but they don't want anybody else to get this information. They don't want the channel to grow. They are not interested in the channel growing because of jealousy. That's a lack of an identity. You see that?
Yeah, the thing is, sometimes I guess people don't also know how TikTok work or how they put their things, and it's not about the fact that you are mean, yes, but we need to talk about it so people get the awareness. At least they know what to do. It's not that huge.
Yep.
So it's not about saying we are not taping or those who are doing it are not doing enough, but it's about just sharing their, like, open eyes. We have to know what to do.
Yep.
Sometimes you think it's just one coin is not important, or the tape on those things is not. It is. And if you sit there talking to people, you don't pay attention to that because you are doing something from your heart. You don't even think about the reward, yes. But at the same time, it's a precious time that you are sharing. So we have to make good use of it. Like, for example, for me, I was able to trace the person that connected me to host. And I'm always here telling people how host helped me. It be diabetes, asthma, name it, everything. And not only me, my whole family. It's like we change our gene. So if not for this only person who shared, who sent a message, something, how can I get into those, like, it's a small, yes, we don't need to do that much. It's not insulting, but just, we are here as a community, you have to put more effort. to reach more people.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I mean, yeah, I understand there are people who are not aware of this, but I also understand that the majority of the people, if any case, most people are waiting for my downfall one day so that they say, hey, Daktari, hey, I know. So these are things that you expect from people, and you simply do what you have to do and keep moving. But those who actually get your information, the message, they will do what they have to do. And it's amazing that you saw that. Thank you.
I have something like small testimonial, and somebody's asking how to do. Actually, when you get into any life, you see a heart sign up there where the logo of Health and Wellness Sport is. You can tap in there, and there are level you can achieve. Like you can send first the heart, so you are part of this community practically.
Yeah.
And if you know you are staying there for 30 minutes, you have to put this heart there. And as the more you tape or put comment, it's why sometimes you see people put comment like good life or just heart, just to keep the show moving and growing in back.
Yeah.
So it's not about showing that we love the doctor or so, but it's for the life to be growing. Those are coming. And every after 10 minutes, it's growing like that.
Oh man,
so
amazing.
This is a sign.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Kekeli. That's amazing. Amazing. Aye.
I have a testimony about the Telegram group.
Yes.
So for those who are not part of the group, it's like there are some people like me, we read a lot of books. The habit, how to change habit in 31 days and everything, but it's still hard. So what happened to me with the workout is when you wake up on Wednesday and you see there is a notification for Health and Wellness Sport on Telegram, and those, like it's 4:30 and you are thinking, should I continue sleeping? And then you see like 1, 2, 3 people are already waking up. You have to wake up and wake up.
Nobody likes waking up in the morning to work out. But once you see that notification and you realize there are people actually online and they're waking up to work out, you will have to wake up.
Yeah. They say, it's 6, okay, let me go at least. So this is amazing group. Thank you for that. And people should subscribe. It really works like a support group actually.
Yeah.
And also as a mini library, you can have all the information you need actually there.
Yeah.
And some people always put in good info. So if you are not yet there, just join the Telegram group and let's grow together.
Awesome, awesome. If you're on Telegram, that is my Telegram platform. It's called Health and Wellness Sport. People on TikTok, you can see that. People on YouTube, I don't know if you'll see that. That is Health and Wellness Sport. That's a Telegram platform. Simply join that Telegram platform and you will see all these things are there. We've provided all this information there. You can read. It's a mini library for you. You can read, be informed. And then of course, everything I do is posted on Telegram. Whether we are waking up to work out, whether we are fasting. And of course, most of you know our 72 hours that comes up every end of the month. Our 48 hours that comes up every end of the week. And that's how we do it. We make sure that everybody's at par. And yeah, there are testimonies there. There are people who know better than me there, sharing their stories there, sharing their insights there. There are doctors there. There are nutritionists there. There are people. There are actually including consultants. So don't sit here and think, hii tu in Telegram chat, hey, huko kuna kazi. So go there. Those questions that you ask on these lives and are not answered here, they can be answered there by somebody. There's somebody who knows something about everything. There's somebody who knows something about something. So there, and we are many people there. So it means you'll get a lot of information and you don't pay a dime for that. You don't pay anything for that. So join our Telegram platform. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for this. And I've seen there's a guy who is watching us from Somali. Hey, there's a person from Somali saying I'm the first one from Somali. Let's have the last person, as we call this a night. Heavy, you're becoming my last person to talk to. And then we call it a night because tomorrow we have to wake up again and do what we have to do. Heavy, how are you? Heavy, are you there? Well, Heavy is shocked that I picked him. Heavy is shocked. How can I join Telegram? I don't, there's a, should I send a link or something? I'll put a link on my platforms tomorrow but you can simply go on Telegram. Simply download the Telegram app from Play Store, and then go to Telegram, the same app, just log in and go and search Health and Wellness Sport. If you search just Health and Wellness Sport or Dr. Lewis, it will come. Join that group. And most times I'm sharing these telegrams on my platforms. If you see my platforms on the bio, there's always a Telegram link there. The same way there's a link for WhatsApp. Kikeli, if you're in a position to actually also share that link on YouTube, so that my hospitality can actually join in. All right. But I'll share it also to the new group that has actually come in, the one that is starting the weight loss program for this month. I'll share it. All right, so I'll do that. Good. So ladies and gentlemen, let me do this. Let me, before I do that, let me just share it also here on this live. So once it comes there, simply click on it and join it. Allow me to take some time to just do that, because I wouldn't want people to be left out and then complain about joining the platform. So let me use the account for Uncle Chile to make sure that you get the link. Good. I hope it's coming, so let's see. I've shared it using the Uncle Chile platform. Is it visible? Are you able to see it? On my end, it's not visible, but I don't know. Let me share it again. Until you get it. Maya, have you seen it? It's not visible. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, Maya, I'll make sure you get that link, because I'll send it to all the programs, including the support group that we are in. I believe you are in that support group, so I'll send it there so that you can actually join there. Because I'm thinking the Uncle Chile platform is not also sharing it. You shared it? Good. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, good. I've also shared it there. Now I think it's visible now. Let me just pin it. There we go. So that is the link to my Telegram channel. If you're on YouTube, you can actually use that link to join the Telegram channel. If you're on TikTok, simply flock on YouTube and use that. Good. Thank you so much, Joshua. I missed today's live. Was in transit? Don't worry, Njoroge. It shall be available on YouTube. Basically, it's just Testimonial Tuesday, so nothing so much to worry about. All right. We will see you guys on Friday. We have a Friday show on Uncle Chile platform, Identity Fridays. Oh, you can't miss out on that. All right. So thank you so much again for taking time to be part of us this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, depending on which country you're in. My name is Dr. 𝗬𝗢𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗍𝗪. This is the last show I'm doing on health and wellness sport this month. And if God gives us the chance to do it again, we'll do it again next month. So we are going to Nairobi for physical consultations from Tuesday next week all the way to the 5th of September. Take a chance on that. and join us as we have those conversations. Help us and support our platforms also by purchasing our merchandise. We have the sweatshirts, we have these t-shirts, we have other polo shirts, we have hoods, we have coffee, we have fermented cabbages, activated charcoal, tallow, beef tallow and sheep tallow. All those things are available at Amenity House. And when you join my Telegram platform, of course, you'll find the number for Brian Omwenga on that platform. You can order that and we'll make sure it's delivered to you at your doorstep. To enjoy our coffee in our mugs also. So as you support our channel, you also enjoy our coffee. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. It's amazing to always have you as my audience. I bless you. I pray that you have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. for our morning workouts, midweek workouts. Do you copy Andrew Kibe's expressions, or was Andrew Kibe quoting your expressions? I mean, you must be new here, right? You must be new here. YouTube name is Health and Wellness Sport, and also I have another platform that is called Uncle Chile. So those two platforms on YouTube, Health and Wellness Sport and Uncle Chile. All right. Alphabet Computers, Doc, have been watching. Thank you so much, Alpha Bright Computers. Always amazing to actually have you here. See you on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.